So this one is pretty interesting. We have Dennis Buzukja versus Francis Marshall. It used to be Danny Silva, but I think he dropped out for I don't even know what reason why he dropped out, but he dropped out of the fight. This is a really interesting one. So it opened up at pick odds, and then Francis Marshall is now a minus 145 favorite. I don't really see why that happened, honestly. Really strange line movement. So the pick here will be Bazooka. I'm going with the underdog here. I do think that it could be a close competitive fight, actually. Ultimately, I'm siding with Bazooka because I think he'll be able to negate most of the wrestling and grappling that Marshall has for him. Marshall is a more of a wrestler and grappler. I think that Bazooka actually has a pretty good defensive grappling skill set. He does a good job of having good takedown defense. I believe that Bazooka is just going to make this a wild brawl, and with his forward pressure and get into that kind of dirty fight in a way. Bazooka also has a solid offensive takedown game, but I don't think he's shown it in the UFC yet. So that's really interesting. I think he's just chosen to strike more. In this kind of fight, I do view it more as a 50-50 fight, like exactly like how the odds showed up. So I'm surprised that people are taking action on Francis Marshall, making him a slight favorite. I think that Bazooka has enough firepower and wildness to land on a guy like Marshall. Could be very similar to how he fought Connor Matthews, right? I think Francis Marshall also beat Connor Matthews. So both these guys have beaten the same opponent before. But yeah, I think both of these guys do like to take one to give one, and give me the dog odds on Bazooka in that kind of fight. So for me, I think Bazooka is going to be winning by decision. Let me check real quickly. I don't think they've dropped those odds yet. The over 2.5 could look good as well if you don't want to back either fighter, but I do like backing Bazooka at dog odds here.